99. See your friends at K-Nash Auto Supply here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
It's really important to have one go-to store to get all of our needs. I mean, we can buy anything from mineral to cattle feed to seed to fertilizer. It really helps simplify things just to have one store that you call and can supply all your needs. MFA is the whole farm solution.
A partner for your goals. MFA, your whole farm solution.
Baseball is a game of agility, power, and speed. That combination provides wonderful moments all season long.
Every hit, every home run, and every pitch. It all matters in a long season. Any moment could be the next moment that you don't want to miss.
I love bringing those moments to life for our listeners right here on the Cardinals Radio Network.
And I love how it sounds on the radio. Don't miss any of the action.
St. Louis Cardinals Baseball. Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Today will continue to be partly sunny with a high temperature near 88 degrees. Our heat index value will be as high as 92. Southerly winds will be 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Tonight we do have a 3 in 10 chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll have increasing clouds with a low around 69, and southerly winds will be 6 to 8 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Saturday, we do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms before 7 o'clock in the morning. Then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm between 7 and 8. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Chance of precipitation is 60% with new rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch being possible. We'll have mostly sunny skies with a high near 90 degrees, and our heat index value tomorrow will be as high as 101 degrees. Southwesterly winds will be around 7 miles per hour, becoming westerly during tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night, we'll still have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms up until around midnight to 1 a.m. We'll have partly cloudy skies, low around 64, and calm winds become northerly around 5 miles per hour after midnight. Sunday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 81 degrees. We'll have north winds around 6 miles per hour. Sunday night will be mostly clear with low temperature around 57. Then Monday will be mostly sunny with a high near 83. Monday night, skies should be mostly clear with low temperature around 62. Then Tuesday will be sunny and hot with a high near 92. Tuesday night should be mostly clear with a low temperature around 72 degrees. Then Wednesday we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Will be sunny and hot on Wednesday with a high temperature near 92 degrees. Wednesday night we'll have a chance of showers and thunderstorms with partly cloudy skies and low around 70 degrees. And Thursday, which is Independence Day, also the 4th of July, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 88 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. On December 23rd, 20 years ago, I received a call from USDA in Washington, D.C., telling me a cow born in Canada that had been in a Washington state dairy herd for many years before it was sent to slaughter had tested positive for bovine spongiform encephalopathy, BSE. That was the first documented case in our country. That cow stole Christmas in 2003. Hysteria ensued, markets tanked, global trade partners closed their doors to U.S. beef. Media reports were rife with misinformation and conjecture that eating any beef could put the entire population at risk of death. Politicians and lobbyists had a heyday as a panicked public sought wisdom from elected officials. The U.S. beef industry came under greater scrutiny than I could have ever imagined. What many people did not realize is that a response plan designed to assess risk and how to communicate said risk was in place. Looking back, although more than 30 countries closed their borders to U.S. beef, things could have been much worse. Consumer confidence in the safety of U.S. beef did not waver. It took 10 years, but by December 23rd of 2013, All those countries that had closed their borders to U.S. beef were opened back up. There have only been 6 cases of BSE detected in the United States. I still recall the video clip of a staggering Holstein that was played repeatedly, and it reminds me how important it is to just take a breath and keep our opinions to ourselves until we actually know all of the facts. We all fare better when managing for risk instead of by catastrophe. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
The relationship of the people we work with at MFA are great. You know, every time I have a question, I can call Austin or Daniel, and they get right back to me with a solution, and we discuss and work through whatever issues we have.
Getting to be that go-to person for them, it gets to be very, very rewarding working with people like Mark and Clayton that you're their go-to on anything and everything on the farm.
MFA is a whole farm solution.
Expertise when and where you need it. MFA, your whole farm solution.
Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
Direct cash cattle trade is picking up steam and cash hogs are mixed. Hello, I'm Brent Barnett with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Cash cattle country has some light trade developing in parts of western Nebraska with live deals at $1.98, $1 higher than the previous week. The rest of the trade has been quiet on Friday, but packer inquiry should continue to improve as the day progresses. Live bids are at $188 in Kansas and $198 in Nebraska. Dressed bids are reported at $312 in Nebraska. Asking prices are around $192 to $195 in the south and $315 plus in the north. Beef cutouts were higher at midday with light to moderate box movement. Choice was up $2.40 at $325.73. Select $2.11 higher at $304.81. The Choice Select spread was $20.92. At the Bassett Livestock Auction in Nebraska, there was no recent test of market for an accurate comparison, and a trend was not given for feeder steer or heifer offerings. USDA says demand was good for all offerings of weaned fall calves and yearlings off grass. There were several buyers at the barn with an active internet bidding. Feeder supply included 47% steers, and 76% of the offering was over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers, 603 to 648 pounds, brought 313 to 338. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 550 to 598 pounds, sold for 320 to 348. Cash hogs are mixed at midday with a light negotiated opening run at the major direct markets. It should be a quiet end to what has not been a very aggressive week, with buyers using their leverage to get the needed near-term numbers. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct are down $2.13, with a base range of 85 to 89 and a weighted average price of 87.46. Butcher hog markets in Dorchester, Wisconsin and Garnavillo, Iowa were closed on Friday. At Illinois, slaughter sow prices were $2 higher at 63 to 75. Barrows and gilts were steady at 52 to 62. Boars were priced at 8 to 28. Pork values are higher at midday, up $4.93 at $99.83. All cuts or higher. More market information at brownfieldagnews.com. I'm Brent Barnett with Brownfield.
The 4 R's of nutrient stewardship are time-tested strategies for sustainable farming that protect Missouri land and wildlife while improving your on-farm results. When we apply the right source of fertilizer at the right rate, at the right time, and in the right place, our farms, resources, and communities thrive. Talk to your retailer about 4R nutrient stewardship today. Learn more at mofcb.com.
In Iraq, our truck hit a roadside bomb. I had about 16 surgeries on my hand so that I could regain function. And when I came home, I needed a new roof due to a storm. And I was about to lose homeowners insurance as well. I applied for Operation Homefront Critical Financial Assistance Program. And it's good to know that when we come home, there are people who are there that care about us. Operation Homefront, they've really been a blessing.
Visit OperationHomefront.org to learn more.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Michael Leo Coleman, age 77 of Salem, passed away Wednesday, June 26. Graveside services for Michael Coleman will be Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning at the Conway Cemetery. Visitation for family and friends of Michael Coleman will take place from 10 to 11 Saturday, June 29th at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Memorial contributions may be made to the Conway Cemetery. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Michael Leo Coleman of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. John Raymond Chilton of St. James passed away Monday, June 24th, at the age of 89 years. Funeral services for John Chilton will be Saturday, June 29th, tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the James and Guard Chapel in St. James. Visitation for family and friends of John Chilton will also be tomorrow, starting at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning and continuing till service time at 1 o'clock. Entry will be at the Adams Cemetery. Memorials are suggested to the Veterans Home of St. James. Cards will be available at all James and Gar locations, and all arrangements for John Raymond Chilton of St. James are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. Mark Anthony Fowler, age 53 of Salem, passed away Thursday, June 27th. Memorial services for Mark Fowler will be Friday evening, July 5th at 6 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation will also be Friday, starting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and continuing till service time at 6 at the Wilson Chapel. And all arrangements for Mark Anthony Fowler of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Salem Already Board of Education held a special meeting Thursday morning at the district administrative offices where the board rejected all roofing bids and approved rebidding the projects. Then in closed session, the board approved extending Joni Bobbitt's contract 5 days, employing Whitney Frank as a 6th grade math teacher, and to hire Rocky Wade as an extra-duty freshman boys basketball coach. The meeting was then adjourned. Well, the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce, the City of Salem, will be holding this year's Independence Day Parade at 6 o'clock on Thursday, July 4th. And, of course, the theme this year, Let Freedom Ring. Entry forms are still available today at the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce office located at the Crossroads Shopping Center, but they must be turned back in today. If you'd like more information or a complete set of the parade rules, call the Chamber office at 573-729-6900, or better yet, stop by 1136 South Main Street. Dent County Collector Shannon Van Kirk wants to remind anyone who still has delinquent real estate taxes from 2021 that you need to pay them in full today, during regular business hours until 4:30 this evening. Well, I should say, I guess, this afternoon. Now, if you fail to do so, then on July 1st, the taxes for the tax years 21, 2022, and 2023 will be declared due by Friday, August 23rd. If those are not paid by that date, your parcel will be sold at the delinquent tax sale that will be held on Monday, August 26th. Check payments are no longer accepted, so you'll need to pay with cash, cashier's check, or money order. If you're not sure this applies to you or you do not understand how the system works, you better get by the Denton County Collector's Office. You could call them, of course, at 573-729-3911 with your questions, but it might be the best idea to get by the Denton County Courthouse. Now, starting July 1st, there'll be an additional $25 per parcel added to the tax bill to pay for the advertising costs in the Salem News. Remember, the only taxes for 2021 that need to be paid in full today in order to give you another whole year to pay the other outstanding years. Well, with dry weather around the state, the Missouri Department of Conservation reminds everyone to be especially careful with fireworks, campfires, and other sources of fire that could cause a wildfire. During this year's 4th of July celebration, don't light fireworks in any areas where the sparks could ignite dry grass, leaves, or other potential fire fuel. Always have an approved fire extinguisher and an available water supply to douse sparks or flames. Wet the area around where the fireworks are being discharged. Remember that fireworks are not allowed on conservation areas. Check with local ordinances and authorities for bans on fireworks. Don't burn outdoors during the wrong conditions. Dry grass, high temperatures, low humidity, and wind make fire nearly impossible to control. Check with local fire department regarding burn bans. I'm not aware of any being in place right now. Keep in mind that a person who starts a fire for any reason is responsible for any damage it may cause. Call 911 at the first sign of the fire getting out of control. Well, not to belabor the point, but it is an important issue that we keep in mind fire safety here during the 4th of July celebration. And as more Americans plan July 4th celebrations, the Division of Fire Safety is reminding Missourians to put fireworks safety first this Independence Day. Public fireworks displays not only offer the best sights, they're the safest. But if folks choose to use consumer fireworks, please handle them with extreme caution and do not allow children to use fireworks. Now, you need to remember, within the city of Salem city limits, the discharge of fireworks is legal for individuals 18 years of age and older, or those under the supervision of a parent or guardian or person 18 years old or older, between Monday, July 1st, and July 6th. By ordinance, those discharging fireworks may only do so between the hours of 8 in the morning until 10 at night, except on Thursday, July 4th, when the hours shall be 8 in the morning until midnight. Only Class 1.4G fireworks in unmodified form shall be discharged. Fireworks sales at seasonal retailers are legal in Missouri now until July 10th. Please keep in mind the 4th of July is not only the busiest day of the year for fireworks, it's the busiest day of the year for fires. About 40% of Independence Day structure fires are the result of fireworks, according to the National Fire Protection Association. Across the U.S. in 2022, fireworks started an estimated 18,500 fires, according to NFPA. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, in 2022, 11 people across the United States died as the result of fireworks, with victims ranging in age from 11 to 43 years of age. 10,200 people were treated for injuries in hospital emergency rooms nationally, with children under 15 years of age accounting for 28% of the 2022 injuries. The Product Safety Council also said that about 43% of selected and tested fireworks were found to contain illegal components that could cause severe injuries. In Missouri, about 250 people go to emergency rooms each day with fireworks-related injuries in the 30 days around July 4th. Missourians who choose to use consumer fireworks should only use fireworks in a large open space that has been cleared of flammable materials. Make sure you have a garden hose or a bucket of water nearby in case of fire. Only light fireworks one at a time. Never try to relight fireworks that have malfunctioned, and dispose of fireworks by soaking them in water and leaving them in a trash can. And that should be a metal trash can, obviously. For questions or concerns about firework safety, firework rules, or firework dealers, you can contact the Division of Fire Safety at 573-751-2930. The Missouri Department of Conservation reminds hunters of regulation changes for the upcoming fall deer and turkey hunting seasons. Turkey permits will no longer be included with an archery permit. A new fall turkey hunting permit has been created. Both fall firearms turkey hunters and fall archery turkey hunters must purchase this permit to be able to take turkeys during the fall. The fall turkey season is now divided into archery and firearms portions, and the harvest limit has been reduced from 4 to 2 birds of either sex. Both portions, archery and firearms, are combined. For deer season, counties in our area and the number of CWD management zone counties has about, it's expanded considerably. You can go to the conservation website and see the full list, but in our area, counties added to the CWD management zone include Dent, Marys, Phelps, and Shannon counties. As with all counties in the CWD management zone, grain, salt products, minerals, and other consumable products used to attract deer are prohibited year-round. This is a big change, folks, for deer hunters. Hunters must also follow carcass transportation regulations. All counties in the CWD management zone are open during the CWD portion of firearms deer season. During November 16th and 17th, hunters who harvest a deer in a designated CWD management zone counties must take the deer or its head on the day of harvest to a mandatory CWD sampling station. Other updates affecting local counties include the antler point restriction, and that has been removed from Marys and Phelps counties. Deer hunters may now fill 4 firearms antlerless permits in Dent, Marys, and Phelps counties. New management deer hunts have been added and others have been removed or modified. Deer hunting regulations have changed for some conservation areas. Hunters may now use aerial drones to track wounded deer and wounded turkeys. Prices for deer and turkey hunting permits have increased. Get more information from the MDC 2024 Fall Deer and Turkey Hunting Regulations and Information Booklet, available starting in July, where permits are sold, and online at mdc.mo.gov. And that's been a look at local news. It was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Looking for free family fun this 4th of July? Come celebrate in St. Louis. America's Birthday Parade has vibrant floats, dancers, and bands all against the Gateway Arch backdrop. Plus, the thrilling Riverfront Air Show is back this year, along with great food, vendors, concerts, and of course, an amazing fireworks display. Bring the family to St. Louis this July 4th. Admission is free. Visit CelebrateStLouis.org for more information. Brought to you by Celebrate St. Louis.
Hard hit, center field. It's deep to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Matt Carpenter has homered again.
Summertime in St. Louis means Cardinals baseball. Head to the ballpark the weekend of July 12th through the 14th when the Cardinals host the Chicago Cubs. This weekend showdown includes a Saturday day-night doubleheader. Tickets start at just $15. That's the Cardinals and the Cubs July 12th through the 14th at Busch Stadium. Get your tickets today at Cardinals.com.
This is Matt Carpenter, St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou.
Who doesn't love pizza, cold beer, and something sweet for dessert? Unfortunately, your liver doesn't. Liver stress can cause low energy, restless sleep, and an expanding waistline. Protect your liver and get a daily detox with Active Liver from New Nordic. Available in tablet or delicious gummy, Active Liver's high-quality ingredients, like milk thistle and turmeric extracts, are proven to keep your liver healthy and you feeling your best. Find Active Liver online at Amazon, Walmart.com, or NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Well, Miles Michaelis got pounded last night in the Cardinal game and gave up 9 runs in 4 1/3 innings as the Cincinnati Reds destroyed the Cardinals Thursday 11-4. Nolan Arenado hit a 2-run homer for St. Louis, who plays the Reds tonight at 6:20. Then on Saturday and Sunday at 12:20, and you can hear any of those 3 games, or all of them for that matter, right here on KSMO Radio. Back-to-back triples by Kyle Isbell and Mikael Garcia in the 6th inning scored 2 runs and led Kansas City to a 2-1 win over Cleveland Thursday in Kansas City. The Royals and Guardians continue their series this weekend. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Remember, large trucks and buses need more room to maneuver, so respect the load and share the road. This message brought to you by Show Me Zero.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with Major League Baseball, where the Kansas City Royals and Cleveland Guardians play Game 2 of their 4-game series at Kauffman Stadium tonight. The Royals picked up a 2-1 series opening victory last night, scoring 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning as Mikael Garcia would triple and Kyle Isabel. Then Vinny Pasquantino would hit a sac fly that scored Garcia. Michael Wacha took a no decision in the start, but pitched while giving up just 1 earned over 5 1/3, scattering 7 hits and striking out 6. Said getting the series opening victory was key.
I think it's huge for sure. This game is a lot of momentum base. You see, kind of hits are contagious at times where guys just get up there and, it's one after the other, and you got that momentum on your side.
Tonight, Game 2 of the series, 7:10 first pitch. Alec Marsh gets the start against Tristan McKenzie. The St. Louis Cardinals and Cincinnati Reds play Game 2 of their 4-game series tonight at Busch Stadium. The Cardinals last night pounded in the series opener by the final count of 11-4. A rough outing for Miles Michaelis, who gave up 10 runs, 9 earned over 4 1/3. Nolan Arenado did go deep in the loss for the Cardinals. St. Louis and Cincinnati tonight, 7:15 first pitch. Andre Palante gets the start against Frankie Montas. On to college football, where the Missouri State Bears have announced their first 2 series as members of the FBS. As next year, the Bears will host SMU and travel to Marshall. Then in 2026, will travel to SMU and play host to Marshall. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Net Sports.
In 2023, through the generosity of Missouri farmers, ranchers, agribusinesses, FFA, 4-H, and other supporters, the Missouri Farmers Care Drive to Feed Kids provided more than 1 million meals to food banks throughout the state. Help us put food grown in Missouri on the plates of hungry Missouri children. Together, we can ensure Missouri children have the food that they need to thrive. Visit mofarmerscare.com/drive to learn more.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is CHIP. And for more than 100 years, American Humane has been protecting animals in times of crisis. And if you're like me, your pet means the world to you, and you want to keep them safe if disaster strikes. American Humane's first responders are always prepared to rescue animals in danger, but you can also help. To learn more about disaster planning and keeping your animals safe, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Hey, it's Fitz, the host of the Country Top 40. And if you missed us last weekend, it was Kenny Chesney who scored his 33rd number 1 hit with Take Her Home. And Kenny's a guy that's more than able to spend a repeat week at number 1, but Post Malone and Morgan Wallen are right behind him, including Ashley Cook. They all want that number 1 ring with the bling. We're going to find out if Kenny's got what it takes. We'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz.
Do you know what to do if you're stuck on the railroad crossing? Get out of your vehicle. If a train is not approaching, find the blue and white emergency notification system sign on the traffic signs at the crossing. For help, call the number on the sign and give them the crossing number so they know your location and can alert train traffic. Remember, find the blue and white to save your life. For more information, visit oli.org.
Check out these summer specials at K&H Auto Supply, where you can get Park City conventional motor oil, 5 quarts and a MicroGuard filter for $26.99. Brake Best brake parts cleaner, 2 for $8, and Lucas Oil Stabilizer for $15.99. Stop by K&H Auto Supply right here in Salem.
Park City, yeah, Park City, Park City.
Feral hogs are an invasive species, spreading disease and causing major damage to land, crops, and wildlife. They don't belong in Missouri. When shot at, feral hogs spread to other areas. They also reproduce rapidly. Free trapping assistance is available to landowners from Missouri's Feral Hog Elimination Partnership. Trapping is the most effective way to protect your land and your investment. Learn more at mdc.mo.gov/feral hogs.
It is now time for a look at statewide news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO for after the top of the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Glasshouse Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and a camera to help locate and solve your problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential and commercial plumbing, as well as repairs. Glasshouse Plumbing. Call the office at 573-729-0014, and they can get you taken care of.
Every day we share personal information, like when you write a check, apply for a credit card, or even make a call on a cell phone. And the Bank of Salem wants to pass on some tips on how to protect yourself from identity theft. Don't carry around more checks, credit cards, or identification information than you really need in your wallet. Make sure you always safely store those items and other important documents. Plus, you should always choose passwords and PIN numbers that will be tough for someone to figure out. These tips are brought to you by the Bank of Salem, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised. Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm, especially when you combine them.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today at 729-3056.
With news on MissouriNet, I'm Marshall Griffin. Missouri U.S. Senator Eric Schmidt has introduced legislation that aims to allow people with disabilities and their families to save and invest through tax-free savings accounts. The Ensuring Nationwide Access to Better Life Experience, or ENABLE Act, was co-sponsored by a bipartisan group of senators in hopes of protecting eligibility to federal programs like Medicaid and supplemental security income. As Governor Mike Parson prepares to take action on next year's state budget, the chair of the House Budget Committee is waiting to see which line items might be crossed out.
He has mentioned I-44 funding, but really don't have any specifics about what he's thinking there.
Representative Cody Smith of Carthage sponsored all bills that make up the fiscal year 2025 budget, which takes effect Monday. And hunters are being reminded of regulation changes for the upcoming fall deer and turkey hunting seasons. Turkey permits will no longer be included with an archery permit. A new fall turkey hunting permit has been created. For deer hunters, 18 Missouri counties have been added to the chronic wasting disease management zone. This is MissouriNet.
Everyone has a community, a neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship,